A mistake is not the end of intelligence. It is the moment intelligence begins to prove itself. You make some wrong choice and your mind starts moving. What did I overlook? What changed? What should I be aware of next time? That silent replay is not just a feeling of regret. It is your mind recreating its own map. After making a mistake, you do not simply gather information. You reorganize it. You begin to see the patterns you missed. You become aware of the early signals, and when a similar situation appears again, you respond differently. This is actually adaptation, even though it may look like memory. That is exactly why autonomous artificial intelligence feels so interesting from a psychological point of view. Many people imagine artificial intelligence as something cold, mechanical, not very useful, and reactive. Information goes in, an answer comes out. But adaptive autonomy moves beyond reaction. It does not simply process information before taking the next step. It tries to understand the context. The human mind rarely moves in a straight line. Your mind keeps questioning, what does this moment mean? What could happen afterward? That is context. It is the difference between seeing an event and understanding the situation behind it. Adaptive systems are built around this idea as well. Instead of waiting for the next instruction, they create an internal map of what is happening. This map makes the response faster, clearer, more understandable, and more informed. Anyone can respond once. The real test is, what happens the second time? Was the first mistake able to teach the system something? Did an unhelpful result change its later behavior and responses? Or did it keep staying on the same pattern again and again? This is where autonomous systems begin to feel different. A wrong choice is not just a weak result, it becomes feedback. The system uses that feedback to adjust the next attempt. When something works, that success becomes a reinforcing experience. At first glance, this may look like automation, but in reality, it is experience shaping behavior. The human mind is powerful because it connects signals that seem unrelated. Timing becomes behavior, behavior becomes risk, and risk becomes consequence. A single detail may not have a huge meaning on its own, but when it connects with other details, it becomes part of a larger pattern, and when the pattern becomes clear, the decision is made faster. Intelligence is not simply about having more information. Sometimes, too much information creates confusion, but when a system understands connected patterns, complexity can make it even sharper. Imagine an experienced person in a difficult moment. They do not react to everything that happens. They know what needs to be ignored. Their calm comes from learning what pressure means. That is also what makes adaptive autonomy so interesting. We are not simply watching machines become faster, we are witnessing how they begin to change after contact with the world. And this changes the meaning of intelligence. Being smart is no longer just about knowing the answer and giving a response. When the question changes, it is about knowing how to adapt. So become aware of that quiet, silent moment after a mistake. If you have felt this kind of change too, write it in the comments, because sometimes the deepest sign of intelligence is not certainty, it is being able to change silently when reality demands it from you.